Pro Football Focus ranked their top draft selections at each pick for the past 15 years, over a decade. Andrew Luck is the best player, taken #1 overall. That's what they came up with. So I want to know, who is your favorite #1 overall pick, Schrags, in draft history? I know it's got to be tough for you.
Yeah, you know, there's this famous thing where, like, Michael Jordan went third in the NBA draft. Everyone's like, how could he go third? How could Sam Bowie be taken before him at 2? And everyone, like, agrees. And then it's like, how could you take Hakeem Olajuwon? And then everyone says, well, wait a second. Hakeem Olajuwon is an MVP and won two titles and was pretty good himself.
Hall of Fame.
That's how I feel about Jerry Rice going 16th overall. Everyone says, how could he go 16th? Guess who #1 was? My favorite #1 overall pick ever, Bruce Smith. I'm not questioning that pick. Out of Virginia Tech, Bruce Smith, 1985 draft with the blue face mask. Only went on to be, the all-time greatest quarterback sacker in the league. Played 279 games, which is just insane. He would have 5 forced fumbles in one season and then 2 years later do it again. Bruce Smith was an absolute demon off the edge. Played all those years in Buffalo, of course, would finish his career with Washington. But look, Jerry Rice went 16th, and I think 14 teams can be slapped on the wrist for passing on him. I don't think you could slap the Buffalo Bills on the wrist for passing on Bruce Smith, one of the greatest professional players we've ever seen, my favorite #1 overall pick.
He just sacked Marino and just tapped him on the helmet. Just like, boop, take that, Marino. Bruce Smith, and he still looks 35 years old. For me, I'm going with the guy that was drafted in 1986 by the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Bo Jackson. Yep, that's right. He was drafted first overall and never played for Tampa. Bo Jackson's rookie season was with the Raiders, and he was an absolute beast. Oh, man. I know Kyle oftentimes says the football gods are cruel and they demand sacrifice, but why did you have to take Bo from us? Why? Why couldn't you give us a decade? Just a decade. That's all we ask. I felt like he was one of the most entertaining players of all times. The size, the speed, the power. He did it all. I mean, we remember these fantastic runs of him cutting and reversing the field and taking off. We remember that 91-yard touchdown in the Kingdome, my Kingdome in Seattle. Bo Jackson also was a two-sport athlete. He also, in my opinion, I don't care what Jordan did, I feel like Bo Jackson's campaign was the most genius campaign for any sneaker company in the history of all of marketing. And not to mention, for everybody that knows this show and the guys that love video games, he was unstoppable in Tecmo Bowl. I don't know what it was about those who created the game across seas, but they loved him some Bo Jackson because he would get in that scrum and pop out. Oh, man, Bo Jackson, I just want to say thank you. And we love you on the show.
We really do. Refused to play for the Buccaneers steadfastly because he feels they cost him his college baseball eligibility. There's a whole story to it. He also gunned down Harold Reynolds at the plate, worse than you did at the Emmys, Nate. Moving on, though, I will say my favorite #1 overall pick with the first pick in the 1967 NFL Draft, the Baltimore Colts select Bubba Smith, defensive end, Michigan State. Here we go. Bubba Smith, you know him by a different name. We'll get to that momentarily. Was a maniac. Guys, he stood 6'7", 270. No one was that big in the 60s. Are you out of your mind? 6'7", 270. You have guys that big now, and he was doing it in the mid-60s, but who are we kidding? Check out this run of guest stars he did as an actor. Listen to this run. He was guest stars on Good Times, MacGyver, Married with Children, Family Matters, and of course, as Moses Hightower in the Police Academy movies. Yumma, 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 yumma. Lovable giant, incredible football player, incredible actor. This dude was on Good Times, and he was the #1 overall pick, all right? Take that, Peyton Manning. I don't think you were ever on Family Matters, as far as I know. Bubba Smith, my man.
Well-reasoned arguments by all. You can
man.
play along with
Shout out to
Mishmash
Bubba.
Monday at GMFB.